Josh told me I was actually going to go last because he knew I might actually take up the whole sermon time, but apparently he's got me on a time crunch right now. Um, so becoming a father as was not an easy journey, for me or Lauren. Lauren and I have always been open about our struggles to become parents, and I vividly remember the day that we learned about our fertility issues. Through months of consultation, doctor's visits, and shots, only to learn that IVF was our only shot. And one day, I broke down in complete anger and unfairly directed it towards Lauren. I felt a deep bitterness seeing others become parents so easily working in education. I have unfortunately seen some of the worst examples of parenting, and I found myself questioning why they are blessed with children while we struggled. In those moments, I was not angry with Lauren, I was angry with God. Then came the blessing of Abigail, followed shortly, and when I say shortly, I mean shortly, by Liam. It felt like we got the divine buy one, get one blessing. I remember telling Josh after we found out about Liam, don't tell me to trust the science. Because that's all they said, that Liam was actually not possible without their help. Through this journey, God has shown me more than anything else that he is ever present. Getting the kids here was the easy part, at least for me. Lauren had the more difficult job. My main responsibility was to keep her stocked with grapefruit and her favorite snacks, but once the babies arrived, everything changed in an instant. Everyone tries to give you the advice. They say things like, sleep when the baby sleeps, but we all know that's completely unrealistic. When we found out about Liam, a high school friend came to me saying, having two kids under 2 is rough, but once they both cross the 1-year mark, it's absolutely wonderful. What I've learned as a father is to never say, I'm not going to be that parent, or I'm not going to buy that toy every time we go into the store. I don't think I've left Walmart once without getting Abby a Little People's or a stuffed animal. I'm really in trouble when she becomes a teenager. As a father, I have already had my share of failures. I have wrestled with my frustrations, battled my own anxiety, and even accidentally dropped a toy on Abby's head. I cried more than she did. But I'm incredibly blessed to have married a woman who communicates with me about my struggles. And who knows when to gracefully send me off to watch Masters of the Universe with Josh and Marcus. That was a fun night. I'm also deeply grateful for the community of friends and fathers in this church who I can lean on. If that isn't the definition of a Christ-centered community, I don't know what is. As I continue this journey, I often wonder how my children will view me. Recently, our home air conditioning has been on the fritz, so Lauren and the kids have been staying with their parents while I'm battling with the warranty companies. Being away from my children, even temporarily, brings back all the painful memories of my own childhood. Since I was 4, my father and I have not lived in the same state, and at times, not the same country. There were periods where years passed without a single conversation, where I didn't know where he was, or even if he was alive. Today we speak, but I've come to the realization that as much as I love my father, our relationship feels more like 2 old friends than a father and a son, but yet he's still my father. Because of that ache, I made a vow within the first few weeks of both my children's lives, while holding them late at night when it was just us. I made a promise that as long as I'm breathing on this earth, they will never wonder if their father loves them or if I love their mother. My children will never have to question where their father is and that he is coming home. They will never experience a birthday, a Christmas, wondering if their dad remembered them. They will never know the pain of being part of a sports team, school play, or graduation and looking in the crowd, hoping to catch a glimpse of my smile, but ultimately not seeing it. They will never have to sit by a phone waiting for a call that will never come. They will know that even when my time comes, that my love is still with them, and that we will see each other again. They will know what a father is, and more importantly, they will know the enduring love of a Christ-centered Father.
Morning. William, this is you in a few years, a lot of years. You're going to be a wore-out dad. It's all good. My name is Mike Roden. I'm the proud father of Lauren and Zach, and the father-in-law of an amazing man and a wonderful father himself, Charlie. And most importantly, above all them, is Hagen, my grandson. He's running around here somewhere. And my comments, I want to preface by saying I am not the expert. I am not perfect. I've never been, will never be. But I have gone through being a father. And these comments are for grandparents, women, single parents, anyone that has a father's role. So hopefully it'll be helpful. When our children were small, I'd love to read them bedtime stories and do their nighttime prayers. And we always sang a song, a very inspirational song. It was by Jimmy Buffett, Pirate Looks at 40, also known as the Mother, Mother Ocean song. And, you know, storms come, and when they did come, a lot of times it was not big stuff. Scrape knee, kiss it, make it better. Sometimes it was a little more serious. Sometimes it was matters of the heart. Sometimes it was health. The storms always came, but we tried to be there every time, hold them the best we could. Weren't perfect, but we gave it what we had. They're grown now, but I miss that. I miss holding. My wife had a bet I'd be crying in 2 minutes, you know, but I cried TV commercials too, so I miss that. The other day I was cleaning out the garage and I found a box. This will remind you of Chevy Chase in a movie. Found a box, opened it up, and it had pictures in it. Well, an hour later, I'm still looking at those pictures, and every picture was either an extraordinary event in the life of my children or us, or it was just an ordinary picture. All of them were just a moment, a memory captured on that little piece of paper. Those things get lost, they crumble, they're gone. But every one of them was there with me now, and they'll always be there. And the good thing, the interesting thing, I see God in the pictures when I look at him. I see he was there every step. He was there. It's amazing. And I've gotten a glimpse of him through that, through being a father. His presence was always like us holding our children. He's holding us through the storms. All right, what I wish someone had told me about being a dad can be frustrating. It's frustrating when you have kids that struggle with health issues or other issues and you can't fix it as much as you want to. So one time in frustration, I just said to God, why me? Why me? Oh, God didn't answer. He does that to me quite often. He won't answer immediately. But then he does. It's in a quiet, still way. And he said, why not you? Why not you? Why me? Why not you? See, he made me unique. I am uniquely made to be Tammy's husband. I am uniquely made to be Lauren and Zach's father and father-in-law, Charlie and grandfather. I'm made for that. It's who I am. That's what I am made for. And God loves me and my children. And I'm where I'm supposed to be. You know, it's about trust, the whole thing. Your whole faith walk to me, or at least that's what I've garnered over time, is trust that God is always there and he'll never leave, ever leave. And he'll carry you through. And God's always right, and he guides us gently, sometimes not so gently, in that right direction. But whatever mistakes you make as a father, don't beat yourself up, William. Don't beat any father. Don't beat yourself up, because you're not going to get it right. You never will get it all right. There's never been an earthly father that's gotten it all right, so you're in good company. Involve your kids in church. Ours were here from the time they were crawling and the time they were in college, and still here. Our kids were good kids. Church is part of that. They were good kids as far as I know. Now, I think we're past the statute of limitations on some of it, maybe. I'm going to quickly end here, but my difficulty was not so much with the formative years, raising children. My difficult time came with the get out of the nest years. See, we had been a daily presence in their life, daily, involved in every single thing that we could possibly be involved with. And all of a sudden, you're not. It was the hardest part. I still want to be a daily presence in their life, and they let me. For me, God's Spirit's with me every day. I know I can always talk to God. I know he's here. I know he always will be here. That's what I want my kids to know. He's there. I want them to know that they'll always be in my heart. This day, every day, to the last day.